All right, Wilbur, we are in a new area that is very creepy. So I guess the first thing to do is look around. We'll look at the houses.
It's hard to say how old the village is. Might have been here at the edge of the woods for hundreds of years.
Or it might be a haunted village that only appears once every 100 years. In which case, we are totally screwed. We should probably leave.
The village looks pretty run down. Nothing but makeshift repairs everywhere, if any.
Except for this building right here that looks like the safe house in Left 4 Dead.
This is the only building in the village with a light on. Seems to be some kind of general store.
Alright, well, before we go in, let's keep looking. Enter the woods. That is a horrible idea. Look at the graveyard. Look at the brick. That's fine. Craftsmanship it is.
Fired bricks for building houses. Presumably there's a source of clay close by.
Okay, can we take a brick? Just chuck a brick at a window? No. Look at the house.
The house of a craftsman, it would appear. Wooden boards, bricks, and over there a bit of thatch and a few roof tiles.
Can I take any of that? Look at the furnace.
There hasn't been a fire in that furnace for years. And considering how crooked it is, I should take care that it doesn't fall in on top of me.
Okie dokie, so none of this is useful. There's a graveyard. I guess we'll look at it.
Graveyards are pretty scary even under normal circumstances. But this one, it's extra spooky.
Okie dokie, look at the church.
The church looks as if no one has been there in years. A ghost church.
A ghost
Not
church?
like a church for ghosts.
Oh, okay.
A church for humans. Nothing to do with the spiritual world at all. You know.
Yeah, of course. All right, I guess let's knock at the door unless... No, just go to the woods. We will not go into the woods.
Hello? Anyone home?
Go away! You're not having my head!
I don't want your head. I just want a bit of information.
Begone, Headless Horseman!
There's Headless Horseman
You
here!
won't fool me!
Oh, no. Headless Horseman, what are you talking about?
Hey, there's a headless horseman out here.
Oh, yeah, as if you didn't know that. He's hunting me. He wants my head so he can put it on his own shoulders.
Are you sure it wants your head? Or just anyone's head? I mean, what do you think he'd do if he saw a gnome with a fine big head?
Just go away, you fiend.
My name's Wilbur. I mean you no harm.
My name is Wilbur Weathervane. I'm a gnome, live in Seastone. I just want to ask you a few questions.
Oh, yeah, of course. A gnome from Seastone walks into the dark woods on his own and just wants to ask a few questions.
I'm just as confused as you.
I am not alone. I'm with a living skeleton, a zombie, a robot, and a talking rat. There's really no reason to be worried.
Enough! Begone, demon!
Open the door, man.
Can we talk inside? Then we wouldn't have to shout.
Oh, now I get it. You're the devil. You can't enter my shop without me inviting you. No, there you go.
I'm not the devil. Promise.
Yeah, the devil's second best trick is making you believe he's not the devil. Yes.
That's ridiculous. I'm going to open the door now.
I'm really curious what this guy looks like.
Hello?
Die, monster!
Hey, you could have hit me.
Don't move!
Yeah, no, he looks
Aren't you
exactly
supposed
like
to
I imagined
say,
he would.
Don't move first and then shoot.
Oh, no psychokinetic energy. You're not magic.
Thank you for reminding me.
So?
Who are you? What do you want here?
I'm from Coast to Coast AM. I imagine you listened. I figured you want to talk to me. So this is your shop, mister.
Excuse me, your name is?
Whale. Tim Whale.
And you own the shop?
Oh, yes, sir, yes. And I'm the mayor of this beautiful village. And the priest, the fireman, the landlord, the coachman, and the smith. I also teach netball. Is that it?
Ooh, sounds like you're a busy man.
Has its perks. We usually reach a swift consensus in council meetings. Hey, maybe you'd like to move to Somberville. I can offer you the post of bailiff.
I'm not staying here for any longer than necessary.
The nameless terror lurking in the woods, right? I can't blame
That's
you.
why we don't go in the woods. My name is Wilbur. I'm looking for something.
As I said, my name is Weathervane, Wilbur Weathervane. I'm searching for information about a certain Van Buren. He must have lived there quite a while ago.
Sorcerer. Evil character. Oh, you shouldn't get involved with people like that.
He's not still alive, is he?
No, he's
Yes.
been dead for more than 30 years.
And now he does trance and
I
electronica
remember
music.
The grown-ups marched up to the castle with pitchforks and torches. Really traditional-like. Well, in retrospect, if they hadn't killed him, we might not have been cursed.
Oh boy. So you've been cursed?
Van Buren cursed you?
The whole village. Everyone knew he was doing unholy experiments in his castle, but in principle, we got on all right with each other. I mean, we'd never have stormed his castle if the paladins and the mages hadn't spurred us on. They said it was our duty to help them against evil.
They must have been the same as those who were fighting the cult of the Nameless One.
Whoever they were, they disappeared once the sorcerer was dead and left us to deal with the curse on our own.
And what did this curse do?
The curse makes people disappear.
Not exactly. This has always been a special place, you know? I mean, for example, it's always night here and the moon is always full. The woods and the mountains confuse the senses, things like that. You could say the people in this region are used to quite a lot. But after the sorcerer was killed, it was different.
The Headless Horseman?
Oh, not just him. Others too. Repulsive creatures. They come from the woods and hunt us. One after the other was snatched and dragged into the woods. I'm the only one left.
It's always, yeah, I think we passed over that part.
It's always night here in the village. That's just crazy.
And why is that crazy? In other places, it's always summer. Summer up north, there's an island where it always rains. Here, it's always night. Oh, some people come to the region especially, just like how others move to warmer climes. I mean, for example, a gentleman moved into the castle some years ago. A count, in fact.
The evil
He
castle?
doesn't seem to have a problem with it always being night and a full moon.
The evil castle up on the hill? So Sorcerer Van Buren used to live up in the castle
The castle up on the mountain over there.
that I saw
That's
earlier.
where the sorcerer lived.
Yeah, that's where he lived. And that's where he died.
Then that's where I have to go.
Good luck. You'll never find the way through the mountains.
Fancy showing me?
You mean leave my shop? While the Headless Horseman is out there waiting for me? Oh, never. I'm the very last one who still lives in this village. Oh, some fled, but most... Oh, when I die, the village dies. Yeah, and what would my forefathers say about that, eh?
Oh no, they're all dead too.
As mayor, I'm sure you've a plan how to stop the Headless Horseman, right?
Oh, of course, yeah. I've sent a bounty hunter after him, yeah.
That could prove difficult to achieve, for several reasons.
Oh, maybe you want to try your luck.
No, I'm not a bounty hunter, and also I don't have the time. I've got to find a book so I can destroy a magic wand.
Oh, well, if that's more important than saving Somberville from extinction, then go ahead.
It is.
Thanks for your help. We'll be leaving for the castle early tomorrow.
There is, of course, a problem.
What? Knowing when tomorrow is?
No, I'm talking more about the hidden ravines, razor-sharp rocks, wobbly cliff ledges, and secret paths. Easy. You can't reach the castle if you don't know the way.
Why won't you tell me, asshole?
Ah, I know how this works. I have to reach the castle on a matter of utmost urgency, and you're the only one that can help. And you just happen to have a problem with the Headless Horseman. But you know what? Not this time. Because if I let myself be distracted from my actual task, something bad will happen to one of my friends. I have a clear goal, and I grew up in the mountains. I'll find the way without any help. Good day. Good night.
Now I'm going to wander around your house and look at things. Look at the armor.
Now that I'm not a mage anymore, perhaps I should try to become a powerful warrior. I think I'd look quite good in some armor like that.
I think everyone would. Look at that. It's so wonderful. We have got... What? Ooh, what was that? Was that Wilbur? Look at the shelf.
I don't think the shop is doing well. Sure, a motley selection of armor, weaponry, food, and magic potions always tends to work. But if the shop is stuck out in the middle of nowhere and no one is sending heroes to the area, then who is going to buy all this stuff?
Look at it again.
The shelves seem to be some kind of catch-all for things even the most optimistic shop owner couldn't hope to sell quickly. If I had more time, I'd love to rummage. I love this kind of stuff.
Anything else over here? Oh, we got barrels. Okay.
I guess the barrel is full of some kind of acid or holy water, or something else that the mayor thinks will protect him from intruders.
Or it's rum.
That must be from something like a wild boar sheep cow.
Yep.
Maybe Mr. Whale would be a bit less scared if he didn't surround himself with such creepy things.
Agreed. Look at the shelf.
I don't think the shop is doing well. Sure, a motley selection.
Yeah,
but
all
if
right.
the shop is...
Okay, so we get hello, nurse. Who dresses like
What's
that?
this here? Metal underwear?
That's a heavy warrior set, level 90.
Hey, what?
It's the same as the one next to it, but this one's for female warriors.
This one here, and that. And you want to tell me that these suits of armor are on a par with each other?
Yep. Heavy plate armor offers ideal protection from all kinds of weapons.
But it's covered in holes, completely see-through. One sword thrust through the torso and...
I've been selling armor for 20 years, and my father before me, and my grandfather before him. Are you trying to tell me you know more about heavy plate armor than I do?
No, of course not.
I mean, he does have a stormtrooper helmet with spikes on it up here, and a Timo hat. I'm just saying. Ooh, look at the fireplace.
The fire gives out warmth and light. The people here in the dark woods must pay a fortune for wood. You can see that he's been living in fear for a long time. Poor guy. However, if he doesn't want to help me, I'm not going to try and convince him. I'm sure we'll find a way through the mountains, with or without him.
All right. Let's go back over here. Anything else that I'm missing? Uh-oh, what was that? Look at the door frame.
I've never seen so many locks, chains, and magic spells on a single door. And the crossbow bolts indicate that a very, very nervous person lives here.
Oh, all right, let's take it.
I'm sure that Mr. Mayor won't object to me borrowing one of these bolts. Hey, let's face it, he does seem to be firing them all over the place.
Great. Not sure why I need that without a crossbow, but you know what? Who knows? All right, let's go back outside and see what we can see. Oh, God.
Whoa! Does the weather always change so fast here?
The Headless Horseman! He's coming!
That's what you thought when I stood outside the door.
Look here! Psychokinetic energy is almost off the scale!
I'm
Egon.
a qualified mage, but what exactly is that?
Skipped a few classes, did you? The PKE shows whether ghosts, demons, evil powers are nearby. It is the Headless Horseman, I guarantee it.
Then I must go to my friends immediately.
Stop! Did you hear what I said? There's a Headless Horseman out there.
And my friends.
Stop! Don't move, or I'll shoot.
How? With an unloaded crossbow? Do it. I've already seen you shoot. You and the ghost behind you. Whoa! That would get him. I like this one.
Calm down. Put the axe down.
Axe? This is a crossbow.
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the ghost behind you.
Owned.
Hello?
It's him, it's him, it's him, it's him.
Who's there?
Nate!
Nate! Put that thing away. What happened? Where are the others? I don't understand.
A woodcutter? Cutting wood? Cutting wood? There was a knight with a sword? A skeleton with a pickaxe?
A woodcutter cutting wood?
No, Drew. There was a knight with a sword?
There was a knight with a sword? Okay, there was a knight and anything else?
Whoa, what the? And a monster? A disfigured squire and Igor? A knight and his dog? No.
Monster? There was a knight and a monster? A dragon? Or a lion?
A werewolf?
A knight and a werewolf? What do they do? What happened to the others?
What? I assume Timmy's head didn't just fall off. Gulliver lost his head?
Oh, I get it. Gulliver has lost his head. Phew.
One of your friends was beheaded and you're relieved?
Yeah, he's a zombie.
Well, better Gulliver than one of the others, don't you think?
What?
What's up with Timmy?
He's hurt? A wild yak? Esther, your mother? Maybe this one?
Esther, your mother? She panicked and ran away? Where to? Did she have Timmy with her? Towards the woods? Esther ran into the woods.
What? Then she's lost.
No, she's not. Come on, Nate. We're going to go see Gulliver. Then we'll find Timmy and your mother.
You can't go out there.
We'll let you know if we meet any Headless Horsemen. Ah!
The bounty hunter! I wondered where he
Did
was.
someone call for a bounty hunter?
And just as our little friend was about to go out there, you came in.
All right. I'll go into the woods and polish off any headless horsemen, robber knights, and werewolves that cross my path.
What about Esther and Timmy?
There's a little rat and a zombie, too.
No problem. If we can agree on a price, I'll take
That's
care
not
of
what I
them
meant.
too.
It's very funny, but it's not
No!
what I meant.
They're our friends. Do not kill the zombie and the rat.
That's fine too. I'll just keep an eye out for them, free of charge.
So what's the plan?
How are you going to do that? What's your plan?
Seek and destroy.
I only see two problems there, then. First, the seeking, and second, the destroying.
He's right. The woods confuse the senses. They are devious and evil. The source of the evil is in the heart of the wood. There's a clearing there with an old tree in the middle. Under the tree is a cave. That's where they live. All of those who have brought so much suffering to our village.
Not for much longer.
So, who are you? Are you gonna take off that mask and be a sexy lady? Because that would be awesome. Wilbur could use it. Trust me, Wilbur could use it.
Who are you? And, how exactly do you propose to stop the Headless Horseman, the Knight, and the Werewolf?
I am the solution. I have means and ways of breaking anyone.
Even if weapons prove useless. Could be a ghost.
As long as the payment's right, I'll get the job done.
The payment will be princely. I'm the richest man in the village.
I mean, you are probably just gonna get one of these weird skulls, but, you know, whatever, I'm in.
I should come with you. Our chances of success are better with two of us out there.
The last time I worked in a team, I got a wooden plank to the head.
Then you had the
About
wrong
that.
partners. I had great partners. Ivo, Captain...
I work alone. Have the ball ready. It won't take long.
Oh, very self-confident. Like all the others.
The others?
Do you think he's the first one to try to solve the mystery of the evil in the woods? Oh, I've stopped counting. Some may have found it, but none of them returned. Oh, no.
Come on, Nate. We shouldn't rely on the bounty hunter to find our friends. Back to camp.
So,
careful.
how's it going?
Take it easy, buddy. I'm here. Be good and sit down by the fire. By the fire, not in the fire.
What happened? Nate said something about a knight and a werewolf.
It was terrible. I'd nodded off and suddenly I heard my cream bun scream. I jumped up, ready to protect her. Then there was a flash of lightning which illuminated the gleaming figure of a knight, a paladin to be precise.
And then?
My honey blossom was out of her mind with fear. She ran into the woods, away from the paladin. I was going to run after her, but when the lightning struck again, there was a werewolf standing there. Nate screamed, Esther screamed. I tripped and lost my head. I called to Nate to run and get help from the village. The werewolf came towards me and I was certain I was done for. My body tried to defend me, but he had orientation problems. But then the lightning struck again, very close by. The wolf was startled and ran after the others into the woods.
So, do you think the paladin is the werewolf, and that's why he lives in the house, which is why he moved out here, because it was nighttime always? Oh, no. I'm sure they're fine. I mean, they must be, right?
They're fine. I mean, nothing must be allowed to happen to them.
They went into the woods unhurt, but those creatures were hot on their heels.
I couldn't take it if Timmy... They're fine. We just need to get them back first.
Okay.
The mayor talked about the heart of the wood. He's pretty certain that's the source of the evil.
Is it this right
Why
here?
do you think Esther and Timmy have ended up there, of all
Or
places?
here?
I don't know. Just a feeling. People have been disappearing here for centuries. I think they were lured into the woods or, like Esther, driven. If we want to get them both back, we'll have to uncover the secret of the wood.
Is that like the secret of the ooze? So I saw that movie and it was not good. Yeah, whatever this is and this. There's the castle. I feel like it's pretty easy to get to the castle. Like you just climb up here and then walk. I mean, if you go this way, that's a problem, but we're like right here.
The sorcerer Van Buren spent his last years in that castle. Pretty sure the book we're looking for will be somewhere there.
I'm not interested in the book. I want my sweetie pie back.
Yeah, I'll do that.
If we defeat the evil in the woods, we'll get Esther back, and the mayor will show us a safe way through the mountains.
Well then, let's go.
Right, I'm going to go and look for the two of them. You hold the fort here.
I'm not staying here. I'm going to help.
That's exactly what you are doing by letting Nate repair you and being my advisor. And maybe you two could make things to help me along the way. You're both much more skilled than I am.
But my wife is out there.
And your son is here. Do you want to leave him here alone? Or take him out into the evil woods?
But... all right. Bring back my cherry blossom and just say the word and I'll be at your side.
I know. I'd better start by searching for clues and information. I need to know what I'm dealing with.
Yes, good. First, let's go look at... I thought... Oh, hold on. I was about to say, this looked like a thing.
A bit of fur. Could belong to the werewolf. He ran towards the woods and got a bit too close to these thorns.
Cool. Okay. So we have werewolf knowledge now. Look at luggage.
We walked all the way from Seastone, a good deal of the way off the paved roads and paths. We feared that Councillor Van Buren might be watching them. It was an arduous journey, but we were well supplied. Food, water, warm blankets. Esther organised everything.
Now look again.
Esther looked after Timmy with such kindness. Ever since Remy's death, he has been quite changed. He was always so adventurous before. After we left Seastone, he spent most of the time tucked away in Esther's coat pocket. Even the slightest sound made him jump. And now, monsters and werewolves, oh, poor fellow.
Bet he's kicked their butts. I'm gonna go find Timmy and he's gonna be a superhero.
The wool blanket is old and has been darned several times. I'm sure it came from the rubbish heap under Seastone. Still, it'll keep you warm and won't go all kaflooey.
I'm fine with crap not going kaflooey. Look at the depository.
We found everything just the way it is. A few stones laid out in a circle on a sandy area, no trees close by. A perfectly built campfire pit. Then again, what does it say about a village when travellers would rather stay outside the village than rent a room there?
Oh, there's a mug.
What's that in the sand there? Looks like a thick-walled stone goblet, just like dwarves use. Those things would be too heavy for me to travel any long distances with. But the dwarves say that the stone goblets are fashioned to remind them of home.
So I'm gonna take it.
I'm afraid the dwarf who carried this goblet out here into the wilderness can't complain about my taking it anymore.
Even though I just complained about taking it.
This goblet was filled with sand. Maybe I can use it for something sometime.
Huh. Alright. Good to know. Look at Nate.
The little fellow is hanging on in there. I'm sure he's trying to work out a way to help me. If you could look into that head of his, I'm sure you'd see little cogs whirring around like crazy.
The fire, look at it, I guess.
I think Nate has been putting a few more logs on the fire since the attack. And it still doesn't radiate a real sense of security.
And Gulliver, I guess that's about it. I guess we can look at Gulliver.
It's easy to see that Gulliver would like nothing better than to run into the woods after Esther. The only thing stopping him is that he can't leave Nate by himself. Thank goodness. Otherwise, I'd have another name on the rescue list.
All right, is there any other clues? Oh, clues. These are my footprints.
Footprints? I'm no expert, but I'd say that these are Esther's footprints. They lead towards the woods, which would tally with what Gulliver said. Traces of both the werewolf and of Esther, but none of the paladin.
All right, looks like we're going back. Then through the village to the woods. Has anything changed here? Look at the boards.
Shop has been nailed up. I'm sure that a few little wooden planks like that wouldn't stop a headless horseman or a werewolf.
So we're going to take him. Because he doesn't eat them, and it won't stop him.
Shop has been nailed up.
All
I'm
right.
sure.
Anything else that's new? Enter the shop. Ooh, look at the bed sheet. It's a little stained. Not sure why.
It seems the mayor isn't just the mayor. Fireman, priest, coachman, and blacksmith. Looks like he's also forced into being his own washerwoman.
Take it? He won't care.
Hopefully the mayor won't have any objection, as long as it helps me banish the evil from the woods.
Cool. Can I mess with anything? Uh-oh. Look at the washing line.
You can always use some string, as I'm sure I've mentioned on more than one occasion.
Yes, you have. Take it.
It wouldn't be theft. I really need the string for, stuff. The washing line does, however, seem to be knotted to a hook on the house, which is much too high up for me.
Well, who can get it? Gulliver, maybe? This iron crossbolt? All right, whatever. Let's go on through. Anything new? Enter the woods.
The moment I saw the spooky woods, I just knew I'd end up going in there sooner or later. No matter how afraid I am, I'm sure Timmy and Esther will be even more afraid. Whew. So far, so good. The mayor said that the woods confuse the senses. I have to memorize the way back to the village. And I should try to stay quiet. There's a werewolf, a knight, and perhaps even a headless horseman running around out here.
What if it's a headless night werewolf? Oh my god. UFO Commander, we are the future. We're gonna take you to the future. Then we're gonna get to the future, where everyone talks like they're from the future. UFO Commander, we are the future. We're gonna take you to the future. Then we're gonna get to the future, where everyone talks like they're from the future. Hello there, old sport. Me, just got number one out of the plan. The bee's knees, the tip-top shape, I'm swell, see? And I'm gonna make a fortune for my ass for balls. Shut the balls up! UFO Commander, we are the future. We're gonna take you to the future. Then we're gonna get to the future, where everyone talks like they're from. Shut the balls up! UFO Commander, we are the future. We're gonna take you to the future. Then we're gonna get to the future, where everyone talks like they're from. Shut the balls up! Give me that! No! No! No!